Our story begins on page 292. Oh, who's pounding on their table? All right. So we've got our friends with us today. Hi, Easton.
Hey, Easton.
Hi, Alexis. Everybody say hello. Say we miss you. Say we'll see you soon. Right now we're going to read our journey story. Our story is titled Jellies. Okay, we almost got that. All right, so boys and girls, we're beginning, actually, let's turn to page 295. And that's where we find our first really cool picture of a jellyfish. It's a mangrove jellyfish. And it begins, as we're reading, we're thinking about facts. Things that are always true, no matter what. And we're thinking about opinions. Now, opinions are not always true for everyone, right? Might be true for me. You may have another idea about that. So, some of these, this author said that some of these pictures and some of these jellyfish were beautiful. But to someone else, it might be scary. So that statement, jellyfish are beautiful, is an opinion. Okay? But a jellyfish is filled with water is a fact or opinion? Fact. Okay, so let's start on page 294. If you were a jellyfish, you would have two choices. To go up or to go down. That's it. Only two. You would not have a brain, so you could not decide what to have for breakfast or where to go for lunch. You couldn't make those decisions, could you? No. All right, the next picture is a really cool, scary kind of looking jellyfish. Now, was that an opinion I just said?
Opinion.
A really scary, cool jellyfish.
Opinion.
It is an opinion, and it's titled The Unnamed Jellyfish.
And we named him Blackie.
We named him Blackie yesterday. All right, the ocean current. Are you ready? The ocean currents could carry you along from place to place. In this way, you could travel hundreds of miles. Food might pass by you and get caught in your tentacles, or not. The only way that a jellyfish gets to eat is if food passes through his tentacles, and then he can snatch it up. Otherwise, he doesn't have a brain. He can't think, oh, I'm hungry. I need to go get something to eat. He can't think about things that way, can he?
No,
Can't think at all.
I feel bad for jellyfish.
Let's go to the next page. A rhizostome jellyfish. Sea turtles, dolphins, and whale sharks would try to eat you if you were a jellyfish. You wouldn't worry about it because you couldn't. You would just float on. Now the next picture is a comb jellyfish. And it says you would protect yourself with millions of tiny mechanical cells that, when touched by another animal, releases a chemical and sting like a bow and arrow. You would not know if you were stinging a friend or an enemy. You would not even know what a friend or an enemy was, because you don't have a brain. Oh, let's go to the next page. Jellyfish sting for protection and to catch food. That's all. They don't hunt and they can't chase. They just bump and sting. Bump and sting. Say it with me. Bump and sting. Bump and sting. Now this picture is a group of little fish, and they swim in and out of the dome of this moon jellyfish. That's a moon jellyfish.
Then how come it's living?
How come it's what?
How come the fish are living inside the moon jellyfish?
They aren't living there. They're just passing through. And what do you think that the moon jellyfish will do most likely?
Sting.
You think he will eat those little fish passing through? I think he might. That's the only way he can eat, right? Is if a fish or if some type of small organism can pass through there and he can eat it. All right, the next page says some jellyfish sting gently. Some jellyfish have a sting so powerful that they are more dangerous than a cobra. These are the Australian box jellies, boys and girls. He's a scary dude. But that name tells us the Australian box jelly. Where does he live?
Australia.
Is that close to us?
No. Close to Florida. 2 days away.
Oh, it would take you 2 days to fly to Australia. Now the thimblefish is on the next page, and it's tiny. It's the size of your finger. Remember we talked about a thimble yesterday? A thimble fits on the end of your finger when you're sewing. So these jellyfish are the size of the end of your finger.
Oh, that's small.
Jellyfish are so simple that they look like plastic trash floating in the sea. When an animal eats a jellyfish, it stays healthy and strong. When an animal eats plastic, it gets weaker and weaker, and eventually, what happens to them? Die. So is it important for us to
Be careful.
be careful with our trash?
Yeah.
Make sure it goes in the right place?
Yeah.
All right, now the next page. Some jellyfish, they lie on the shallow bottom in clear, warm seas and grow their own food. These are called upside-down jellyfish. Once they have eaten small bits of algae, just once, they can grow more inside their bodies by sitting in the sun. They are their own greenhouses and grocery stores, all wrapped up in one. So I think that's probably the smartest jellyfish I've seen. Now, is that a fact or an opinion that this is the smartest jellyfish I've seen? It's my opinion, right? Now, my opinion may be correct. I don't know, but I haven't researched my opinion. Opinions can become facts, but most of the time they're just what we think. All right, so let's go to the next page. This is a Portuguese man of war.
It's not really a jellyfish.
To be a jellyfish, you need to be shaped like a bell with at least one mouth and tentacles. Many animals called jellyfish are really something else. This Portuguese man of war is not a real jellyfish. It has an air-filled bubble instead of a water-filled bubble. So, boys and girls, do the jellyfish have water-filled bells, or do they have air-filled bells? Water-filled, that's correct. Now, jellyfish are almost all water and a little protein. That's why the fish and the turtles, they like to eat them because they have protein in them. They look slimy and disgusting when they wash up on the beach. Boys and girls, there's a statement. They look slimy and disgusting when they wash up on the beach. Is that a fact or an opinion? It is an opinion. That word disgusting, we learned yesterday that word is an opinion word. All right, let's go to the next page. West Coast sea nettle. Boys and girls, this is a beautiful jellyfish. Oh, it's an opinion, isn't it? Okay. So in the sea, jellyfish are beautiful. Oh, that's an opinion. There are jellyfish as big as basketballs with long red tentacles called West Coast sea nettles. Now the next page says there are tiny, elegant jellyfish that look like a blizzard of snowflakes. So I can't even begin to pronounce the name of that jellyfish. I'm just going to call him O.L.
No, that's
O.L.
the name on the bottom.
I know, I can't pronounce it. O.L. It starts with an O and then an L. That's what I'm going to call him.
O.L.
O.L. All right, the next page. Oh, here's another beautiful jellyfish. Opinion. Okay, so this is an Arctic lion's mane jellyfish.
Yeah, it's
All right, now there are jellyfish that grow so big that they're as long as a blue whale. How long is a blue whale, boys and girls?
That's the tallest creature in the world.
As long as a school bus, okay? So this jellyfish can be that big. They are called the Arctic lion's mane jellyfish. They pulse and drift. They eat and reproduce. They live and die, all without a brain or a heart.
That's sad that jellyfish don't have a heart or a brain.
All right, so the last page. Someday you might be very lucky and see an ocean full of jellyfish. And since you have a brain remember seeing? Something unforgettable. Boys and girls, there's 2 sentences there.
Opinion.
And they're both opinions. They are.
You would be very lucky to see.
I mean, this author thinks that if you're lucky, you might be in a sea filled with jellyfish. I might think I would be unlucky if I were in a sea filled with
I
jellyfish.
would probably be too.
Okay, so that is an opinion.
I would probably freak out. These jellyfish don't know Jesus.
Oh, no, they probably don't. But then again, maybe they do. All right, boys and girls, tell Easton and Alexis, bye-bye.